Hello everyone, how are you guys doing today? Okay, I'm gonna continue reading our book titled Bad Dad, written by David Williams. I'm gonna continue with chapter 4. If you want to know what happened from chapter 1, you can watch my previous videos where I read chapter 1 to chapter 3. So I'm starting from chapter 4 today. Thank you for listening and watching. Chapter 4. Hard-faced men. What does it mean, Dad? Asked Frank. Why is she sorry? Because she has left. She's not coming back. No? Why? Your mom has gone to live in a big house with a small man. But, I'm sorry, Frank, I tried my best for her, but my best wasn't good enough. I'm sorry, Dad. I need a huggle. Me too. Father and son held onto each other tight. And they cried and cried until they could cry no more. To his credit, Dad never said anything bad about his wife or by this time, ex-wife. But Frank felt deeply hurt that his mother had left without even saying goodbye. Even though she now lived in a huge house, Mom never invited her son to stay. Not once. When she forgot her son's birthday for the second year in a row, Frank was in no hurry to see his mother again. Weeks and months passed without any contact, and then it became unthinkable to call her. So he never did. Frank never stopped thinking about her. However, it was confusing because as much as she hurt him, Frank still loved her. Dad lost so much after that crash. Not just his leg, but his wife too. Soon, he was about to lose something else dear to him. His job. Oh. Gilbert loved being a banger racing driver. It was all he had dreamed of from when he was a boy. Despite his plea, the track owners banned him from racing ever again. They blamed him for the accident and never wanted to see him back on the track. What's more, they told him if it wasn't safe for him to race cars with one leg. So Dad tried and tried to get a different job, any job. But jobs in town were scarce, and a man with a wooden leg always found himself at the bottom of the pile. Dad was used to being a hero, but now he felt like a zero. For that. 2 cold Christmas came and went. As time passed, Frank became increasingly worried about his father. Sometimes he would find the man sitting alone in an armchair, staring into space. Often, Dad wouldn't leave the flat they live in for days. Not one beep their horns anymore. No one beeped their horns anymore when they walked down the street. And now they couldn't afford to go to the pile and mash shop, let alone be given double dipping. On Frank's 11th birthday, Dad bought his son a huge race car set. The boy loved it. It was the best toy ever. Dad even painted one of the miniature minis with a Union Jack, so it looked just like Queenie. Together they would play with it late into the night and reacting Dad's famous victories on the track. However, as much as he loved it, Frank worried where his father would have been. Worried where his father would have been unemployed for a couple of years. Had got the money. Okay, however, as much as he loved it, Frank worried where his father, who had been unemployed now for a couple of years, had gotten the money from to buy it. Frank knew that very few children had toys like this. Race car sets cost hundreds of pounds, and Dad didn't have hundreds of pounds. Soon after Frank's birthday, groups of hard-faced men started banging on the door of the flat. Thud, thud, thud. They would wave pieces of paper and bark about unpaid debts. Then they would push past Frank and force their way in. Once inside, the men would pick up anything they thought might be worth something and march out with it. First it was the TV, then it was the sofa, then it was the boys' bunk bed. One time Frank wouldn't answer the door and they simply smash it off its inks. That day they took the toy race car truck. After this visit, Dad would become full of sorrow. A look of despair would cross his face, and he would sit in silence. Frank would do his best to cheer him up. A sad dad. Don't be down, Dad, the boy would say. I will get all our stuff back one day, I promise. When I'm grown up, I will become a racing driver like you. Come here, son, and give us a go. The pair would embrace and everything would feel all right again. They may have been poor, but Frank never felt poor in his heart. The boy didn't mind that his jumpers had so many holes in them. There were more holes than jumper. He never cared that he had to carry his books to school in a plastic bag that always broke. Soon it became normal that they had just one working light bulb in the flat, and they had to move it from room to room at night. That is because the boy are the best dad in the whole world, so he thought. Okay, this is where we're going to end this story today. Until next time, bye for now.